Evening, everybody. Welcome to Textile A level. Thank you for joining. So for those that haven't met me before, I'm Mrs. Paddy Dow. I'm sure a number of people that are watching this event, this options evening tonight, have studied textiles before or quite familiar with textiles. So the course itself is very broad and diverse. It provides the students with an opportunity to complete an in-depth practical study of fashion and textiles within an art context. So those that have done GCSE art and textiles before, it's very similar. It's exactly the same assessment objectives. The students are really encouraged to explore an individual style and interests, and we have different varied and challenging projects where they get to really experiment with different techniques. They're introduced to a wide variety of textile media, which they often might not have been included in GCSE, and that would be including print, surface decoration, constructed textiles, so that's knitting and weaving, and also fashion construction, fabric manipulation and laser cutting, and we also do 3D printing, and those are quite advanced techniques for A-level. The students will get to create lots of different final pieces, whether that's textile art, interior or fashion items, using traditional and non-traditional methods. We encourage all the way through the course drawing skills for fashion design, using different types of media, which the students will be very much familiar with. They'll produce a body of work of set and chosen themes, and that consists of practical work that's either been influenced by historical or contemporary textiles. In Year 12, the students will have an opportunity to work with hands-on experience with renowned artists and practitioners. This will lead to a collection of different textile samples. This particular year is not externally assessed, so the students will really get to build a portfolio of lots of different skills that have been learned over the year, and that will include lots of short practical modules that will help build their experimentation and techniques. The students will also get to work towards a live brief, which will be an external kind of competition for a particular brief they've been set. So in particular, in the past, we've been involved in the Royal Opera House Design Challenge, where the students have been tested and developed their design skills based on a chosen ballet or opera that they've worked towards, and using a real life director's brief. And then they've had to present their ideas and costume designs based on one character, and some of the students really did well on that competition. One of the ones which was just very recent, and a lot of my year 11 GCSE students were involved in this, was a brief that the Art House had set the A-level students, and that was exactly the same brief that international designers and myself were all given. And they had to create a wearable art piece based on sustainability, accessibility and identity. And these are really current issues that society are facing, and issues that are often given to students when they're on degree level. So it was quite a challenge, but it was so beautifully came together in the setting of the town church. There's a very quick video I'll just quickly show. So that was a fantastic show they were all involved in. So the new year 12s will also have the opportunity working on a live brief. So other things I was including was workshops with designers. So this was a particular workshop that the students got to work with Freya Williams, who was a surface designer, and they got opportunities of working in lots of different media and putting it together in digital rendered designs. And the results were absolutely stunning. So this was all included into their portfolios. In year 13, the emphasis on this year is completing a set of final pieces. So there is one extensive coursework project called the Personal Investigation, and this is something that the students actually set themselves. It's their own theme, they have to put a proposal together, and it's very much similar to the projects they've done in the past, but they have to do lots of kind of experimentation, lots of artist analysis, lots of building on designs, initial designs to final pieces, and that again can broad from anything to do with textile art, fashion pieces. There are usually expected a number of final pieces for this one, which is all set in an actual exhibition that they present at the end of the course, and that's worth 60%. And there's also a related study, which is an essay up to 2,000 words, which supports their work. There's a controlled assessment, which is set by the exam board. This is worth 40% of their A-level, and it's basically a set of different kind of topics they get to choose, and they have up to around about 10 weeks to plan, respond to artists, experiment, get all of their ideas together, and then they have a 15-hour practical exam with that one. The assessments are exactly the same. As the students will be familiar with these are 4 different assessment objectives. The first one is to do with how they develop their ideas and get lots of different inspiration from their primary research and secondary research of artists and different sources they've collected from going on trips and what they've developed their ideas from it. The second one is their experimentation with different techniques and media and how they've handled those materials. Then it's based on their recordings and their observational drawings and explanations of ideas, and again, use of media like photography or Photoshop, different rendered designs. And then they've got their final ideas, but it's also the whole project together. Like, they can't come up with an idea that's got nothing to do with what they've learned before. It's how it's all come together. So those are 4 different assessment objectives, all equal, and that every single project are based on those. This is our results over the years, and as you can see, they have been really exceptional. Since 2018, we've had 100% A-star to Bs, and ranging from like 88% of A-star to A's and 62% A-stars last year. The textiles department has been placed in the top 10% national sixth form colleges. So we've got this fantastic range of achievement that the students have really developed on the course. So the students that complete the art and design course, they gain all the necessary skills to continue their development into higher education. The course offers a broad range of skills that really equips them to get onto fashion and textile degree courses. The majority of students get accepted on their first choices, and they get offers from top rated universities for fashion and textiles, including Central St Martin's and London College for Fashion. There are always increasing more opportunities for employment in art and design, and students have gone on to then doing fashion design, fashion illustration, fashion buying, textiles design, knitwear design, and costume design, interior design. That's so broad what textile design can really go towards. There are more opportunities on the course that students will get to work with renowned artists, but also alongside that, visiting galleries, participating in fashion events and workshops and public exhibitions and events, but what we've just recently done with the Skipton Big Ideas. This is just a few examples of our Paris trip we did, and fingers crossed we're going to hold a London trip coming up. The Paris trip was absolutely fantastic, and we even got to go to the Paris Fashion Week and meet one of the main fashion designers. We get to visit galleries, we do workshops, and do lots of different sightseeing. Absolutely fantastic trip. This is just a quote from one of my students. I'll let you have a little read for a minute. Thing to remember. And I would like to ask if there's any questions. So I just wanted to quickly say some common questions. That how many hours of homework per week do the students get? So there is 5 hours expected of homework each week. Some are reactive tasks that I set, some are proactive tasks that they're asked to, spend some time maybe presenting their work or doing some research. I offer so many support clinics, and a lot of them on Wednesday and Thursdays after school, plus lunch times and weekends closer to exams. And then a lot of students also ask, like, do I need to have art and textiles GCSE? Will that help me? And obviously, yes, that is quite crucial to have an art and design experience. And if you do, preferably a grade 6. But I'm so open to the idea that if you have a real love for textiles and fashion, you develop those skills outside of school. I'm so open to that and would honour that and your skills onto the course. So I would like to ask if there's anybody that has any questions. Please do ask some questions now. That would be fantastic. I think we're all good. So thank you so much for joining me this evening, and any questions, please email me, and students are more than happy to pop down, and I can show them some work, some sketchbooks, some final pieces, and that's no problem at all. And also this presentation we will be giving you the link to that. So thank you very much for joining me, and good night.